Hello and welcome. My name is Pam Taylor and I'm Chair of English Examiners for Edexcel English Language 9 to 1. And we're looking at feedback on the 2018 November series. The most important thing to remember is that this is principally a resit. And so the cohort is very different from the summer 2018 series, where we have principally Year 11 candidates. So looking at the entry that we had this time, they are mainly Year 12 resits, but with some Year 13, and we also have some mature candidates sitting. How do we actually set the grade boundaries? Carrying on from the idea that a November series is very different from the summer series, we compare statistical data from the previous November series. So we look at how candidates have performed in 2017 November and in 2018 November. We also use archive scripts. Now, to explain these are scripts that have achieved grades 1, 4 and 7 in the summer series. And we use these to inform our professional judgment as we look at the scripts for the November series. When we consider how candidates have performed, then it's well worth bearing in mind that this is the fourth series for this particular specification. And that does make a difference because centres become more confident with the paper, as do candidates. In particular, they do improve on timing. It's quite important to balance time across a paper. And we have found that there is an improvement and they do cover all of the questions. And it is that coverage that we bear in mind as we look at how they have performed. Understanding and familiarity do help to improve candidates' performance because they are able to increase their knowledge and their way of approaching the different styles of questions. There is a difference as well between paper 1 and paper 2, and we have found that there's been an improvement over time, but that candidates do find it more accessible to work on paper 1 when they are looking at one unseen text rather than paper 2, where they have two unseen texts. And in the next part of this presentation, we will be looking at paper 1 and paper 2. This will be dealt with by my Chief Examiner, Janet Bowman, who takes you through the main pointers from the November series. At Edexcel, we pride ourselves on keeping up our standards, and the student is always at the heart of our judgments. We want them to do well, and we do our very best to maintain those standards with a rigour and with a sensitivity so that all students can gain the results which they deserve.